You good, Hero?
Yeah.
What up, what up, what up, guys? Welcome to today's 10th episode of the Glitched Out Podcast, boys. We're going to talk about a utopia of things ranging from Doom VR, Tesla's unveiling their two iconic vehicles, and the one and only Monster World Hunter, along with some other stuff. So we have we have the pleasure of having the one and only Craig, as aka Chief Craig, as a guest today. Say what's up, Craig.
Hello.
Hello, hello. And we have the only FaceLive and PK, aka Hiro. You've probably seen Face, recognized Face's voice and Craig's voice. They are part of RP First community, great role players. And Joe, PK does a role play, but hopefully one day we get him hooked on there. You never know.
Yeah, maybe. Possibly. It sounds fun you guys are talking about it
I'm
constantly.
just saying, man, we get you hooked up. We get you in there, man. We could probably gonna have to kidnap you a couple times, initiation.
Great.
Initiation.
Great.
But thank you guys for being today. We're gonna have a great show, man. But what have you been up to, Craig? How's life going, man?
It's just been work and all that shit. I'm working between, if we're talking real life, I'm working on getting a tactical medic. So I'm going to be working hand in hand with law enforcement
Ooh.
and all that good stuff. It's going to be,
Sounds fancy.
it's SWAT and it's paramedicine unified.
So
And
I'm not.
What's
Sorry,
up?
sorry. So I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know you actually were in the medical field.
Surprise.
Wow.
Boom.
So I mean,
Yeah, man.
Firefighter, paramedic.
okay. So actually, in RP First, you are a paramedic, right?
Cop
Or
right
not.
now, but yeah, like he's a doctor. Craig's a doctor on that stuff, but he's doing the cop stuff right now.
Okay. Not gonna lie. I'm not. I'm warning. I'm not a criminal in real life. So I'm just let you guys know.
That explains it. All right.
Explains it.
I'm not a criminal in real life. I'm just saying, just anybody wondering out there. I'm not like G.
You're not a
What-
G.
I'm not a.
Okay.
I am a G, but I'm not G. I'm just gonna say. But
Yeah.
what have you been up to, Face? How's life, man?
Life is very good, man. I cannot complain. The greatest holiday known to man is about to come up. It's right around the corner. I'm
Christmas.
excited. What Christmas?
I said it.
Black Friday.
I said it. Black Friday,
Listen.
bro. Nobody even cares about Thanksgiving, man.
I
I
Everybody's
love
getting that-
Thanksgiving. Come on.
Everybody's
Eat as much as I want, guilt free,
Nah,
and spend
guilt-free.
quality time
I
with
do-
family.
It depends how good your family cooks.
Parties.
That's true.
Urban.
Thanksgiving all the way.
I'm just
getting
saying.
fat.
I'm just saying. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little trolling. I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. I got a 4-day weekend, so oh man, games,
Ooh.
food, Punisher. I mean, anime. I am excited. I'm excited.
Sounds very
And
productive.
It's very productive. I can't wait. I can't wait. And I need to catch up on Destiny. Okay, so I promise you that. I know.
Did you beat the
man.
game yet? Did you beat the game
No,
yet?
I didn't beat the game yet. I didn't beat the game yet.
Destiny,
Lord,
bro.
Guys, I've been I've been
Oh.
feeling that RP fever. You know what I mean?
I'm the
Okay.
only one getting clan experience for our team, and it's hard work. Okay.
Can I get it? I need to invite for the clan.
Okay, I'll invite you. But Chase, you gotta look at it this way, man. You're helping the squad out. You're taking one for the team.
What? What squad? I'm helping myself. You guys are gone, bro. You left me.
You can add me up. I played the game. I actually
Okay,
played it.
if you get, we'll get double XP. There we go. You guys play together. No, but I'm sorry, guys. I've been rocking on RP first. Been hooked making some stories, but I'll be back.
For
I
sure.
promise. I
Beats
promise.
Destiny any day.
Yeah. Oh, yes, it does. Yes,
It does. Yes,
It
sir.
does. It does.
I heard the player base is dying. Is that true?
No,
No, it's
way,
actually-
man.
It's blowing up
growing.
more. Yeah.
I mean, why wouldn't it? I mean, it shifted to PC. It's definitely gonna go in an
I
increase.
heard people are like disappointed and crying and making
Bro.
videos on YouTube about it.
People cry
that's
about
why-
everything. We're actually gonna talk
Yeah.
about crying today. So people cry about everything.
So grab your tissues.
grab your tissues, hit Costco up. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But,
Tissues.
oh Lord Jesus. All right.
Costco's, are we buying them in bulk? Gee.
I'm
Yeah.
just saying. I'm not
Jergens.
us. I'm just saying there are people out there that need to go to Costco to buy them in bulk for them out. They cry about games. You know.
Like mayonnaise this big?
Mayonnaise.
I don't know. I don't want to ask about that. But let's jump right into it before we. Oh, PK, I never forgot to ask you, man. What are
Wow,
you up
that's
to?
rude.
Sorry about that, man.
I mean, there's not much school, work, and trying to get my schedule all fixated so I can start streaming and making YouTube videos and stuff like that. So
Mhm,
I'm just
mhm.
waiting till after the
Nice.
holidays is over,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna jump right into it.
So we'll be seeing you on Twitch very soon, right?
Yeah.
We'll be seeing you on
Hey,
Twitch.
there we
Also,
go.
me and PK are working on some another show, aka podcast about the culture of hip hop on YouTube. And we're actually me facing everybody's talking about making a show on the TV shows centered around like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones, discuss plot lines, theories, and stuff like that. So That's not coming. Hope we can get Craig on the show, but Craig doesn't watch The Walking Dead, which is totally blasphemy in this community.
Well, Craig's a
But,
bad person.
I
Craig's just-
stopped,
Craig's
okay?
a general all-around bad person.
Get out of here.
Stop that one season.
Get out of here. Shit, what were they doing last? I think
Reviving.
Negan. I think I stopped at
Oh, you're not too
Listen,
far.
Craig
Not too
doesn't
far.
Right
watch
after
the screen
Negan.
unless he's looking through thermals. Let's be honest, guys.
Oh, okay.
Shots
Okay.
have been fired. Here we go, dude. Watch Face go to log on to RP First and be banned today.
It's possible.
I have no authority.
It's
Oh,
possible.
Lord Jesus. All right, so
Hold
before we
on.
get off the topic, let's roll right into it. Our first topic of the day, we're gonna be talking about Doom VR. Now, this is gonna be coming out December 1st, 2017, right in the good time for Christmas. So, I mean, if you think about getting someone a Christmas present that has a PS4, and this is exclusive to PS4. So, sorry, all you PC players and all you Xbox players, this is for PS4. It's gonna be market release at $29.99. So, actually, not that bad.
That's
pretty
cool.
good.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wow.
So, yep, December 1st. Have you guys ever got a chance to play Doom?
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay, what do you guys think about it?
awesome.
How many have you got a chance to play? Just the recent one? Because I'm not gonna lie, I've only played 2 of them. It's the first one I
from
played
way back.
Oh,
Yeah.
way back. Okay, okay.
I
So
played the
you,
original and this new one that recently came out.
What was the original Doom? Like 98, 95,
yeah.
something like
Yeah.
that. That was like one of the first PC games I ever played.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, Doom's a classic. I mean, there's nothing bad I can say about Doom. It's a classic, bro. It's been
Oh,
in
yeah.
gaming since day one, and VR is not going to do anything but just make it better, make it more hype. You know what I mean? I
Exactly.
feel good.
The timing is kind of weird too. It's like a Christmas
Mhm.
release, and then it's like Merry Christmas, time to shit your pants. Like you know what I mean?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. The reason I don't play Doom, PK knows this. I don't do well with scary.
It's not that scary though.
No,
You and
no,
me
but-
both.
No. But the thing is, Doom used to be scarier. Have you noticed that? The previous Dooms used to be scarier, and then also they started
It's
kind
still
of
scary.
It's still scary.
No.
It's
Like,
been
the
toned
most-
down a bit.
It's been yes,
Yeah.
amen, Craig. But the most recent one felt like it was just a spray and pray. There wasn't really any jump scares. There were a couple, but Doom used to be straight just shit your pants, play and shit. You know what I mean?
Maybe because you were like you don't have much gaming experience and you were younger, so you know
Dang,
you weren't
just call-
conditioned.
Shots
You weren't
fired.
conditioned.
Yeah, just calling me
Shots
out.
fired.
Let's give it.
I'm just saying you weren't conditioned to
that,
you know.
Yeah, that
Maybe
might
if
be
you
it.
played better.
Maybe if you maybe
Yeah.
you good, bro. Yeah.
If
pretty
you
much
were
what
looking
they
at the
said.
corner, it's you know.
In case anyone was wondering what FaceLive TV's name is, he's got a name tag right there.
Anthony,
you can see
right
it.
there.
His name's Anthony. He's a really nice guy.
There's
I
just
love
social
it.
security on the
I
back as
enjoy
well.
long walks on the beach. Puppies.
He is single. So
Likes
you know,
drinking
late-
pina coladas
Of
and getting
course, I'm
caught in the
single.
rain.
I'm a nerdy video game streamer.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
bro.
whoa,
I'm
whoa,
Oh,
whoa,
you're
whoa,
cute.
whoa,
Come
whoa,
on.
calm down there. Now,
I'm
I
trying to
did.
generalize.
he just generalized, bro. You threw all of us. I'm nerdy. I'm a streamer. That's cold blooded, man. Craig
Ouch.
is we know Craig's not single, so you know, shout out to Wild Khaleesi. You know, I was gonna say, you know, he's far from single, so you can't throw all of us in that boat, Anthony.
Whatever. All right. I fit in the general population.
Boat thrown.
You know what used to be a weird thing? It was like when I
What
used to
up?
talk about you, G. It's like, yeah, me and my friend are about to watch some anime.
Mhm.
And like, you mean your black friend? I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
they're like they're
Hey, now.
surprised that black people watch anime. You know?
Oh,
I'm-
dude, there
It
is
happens.
Dude,
Yeah.
there is anime
Lie.
is life and love, and anime doesn't stick to one culture or race. I mean,
Yeah,
you got
exactly.
Filipino, you got you know, Middle Easterns, you got
I thought you were gonna
everybody.
describe faces ethnicity.
Alcoholics.
No, I wasn't gonna do that. No, but everybody loves
Don't
anime.
say the G word.
Everybody
you.
loves anime, man.
Yeah.
But
No, but they're just so surprised. Like, what? You watch this anime?
there's a guy who watches anime. Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, you get the same thing in the gaming community. People are surprised that African Americans play games and stream, which is
Yeah.
you know. I'm not gonna generally say everybody, but some people are very surprised.
Which-
They're,
I'm
they're,
sure it's
they're gonna generalize you
2016,
playing for
I can't
like
believe you
basketball
think like
games or
that.
something.
They're like, he's got to be playing NBA 2K or something like
Yeah.
that. No, bro, I role play. I'm that creepy guy in the corner role playing. So
That's all right.
yeah, whatever.
Because my car smells like hot blueberry pancakes on a Sunday afternoon
There
in the
you go.
summertime.
There
With
you
With a
go.
snapper.
With a snapper. All right, and girl gamers. Someone did bring up a good point. Girl gamers, guys. I could talk about the gaming community. We should have that as a subject to talk about the diversity in the gaming community. Like,
Mhm.
yes,
Yeah.
girl gamers, there's a lot of them. And people seem to think that they're like girl gamers are like a wild unicorn running through the forest, like they don't
No.
exist and they pop out like every blue moon. They're there.
They're everywhere in
They're
RP.
everywhere.
They're there.
You know
Everywhere in
what?
RP.
They're
Shout
playing
out.
Zelda.
Shout out to girl gamers because they deal with some shit that we don't
Mhm.
have to. There is a
Mhm.
lot of sexism in the gaming industry and
Mhm.
with the community itself. And
Mhm.
I feel bad. So shout out to you strong girl gamers that put up with that shit day in and day out. Much love.
I'm
and
not gonna
respect
lie.
to
I'm
y'all.
not gonna lie. And they have
Thanks,
to deal with.
Khaleesi.
Thanks, Khaleesi. This is for you, Khaleesi. Thank you.
It's for you,
And Steph Lee, I see you. You too. But honestly, guys, I mean, people go through all types of stuff in the game, and in the game creation community and develop community too. Just in the game community in general. So shout
Yeah.
out to all the females who make games, and make it what it is. All right, so let's get back on topic for Doom VR. We're gonna roll a trailer real quick. Are you guys gonna be watching on the mixer, or are you guys gonna be watching it?
I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
do
count
like
down.
the 3, 2,
3,
1.
2, 1.
Yeah.
All right, you
3,
ready
2,
to go,
1.
Craig? All right.
All right.
So we're gonna be playing the trailer, right? Over. All right. 3, 2, 1. Shaboomski.
Doing it.
Oh, that's loud.
To the UAC.
When you make a game like
Nope.
Doom, you spend so much time playing it,
Nope.
and I know a lot of fans have spent a lot of time playing it. And to be able to step into the world is like the most exciting part of VR.
We wanted to put the player here and really build an experience that takes advantage of the key aspects of virtual reality.
This time you're a cybernetically enhanced member of the UAC. Marty, tell us what the setup is.
Yeah, so you actually play a scientist, Dr. Peters, who is part of the BFG program, bringing the BFG to existence. In that facility, if you're familiar with that, that's a research facility that you fight through and you get the BFG in. So the game starts there, and
So this is pretty much
being
just
killed
kind of
as
not really the
Dr.
trailer, but it's
Peters
kind of
and have your
explaining
consciousness
whether the
transferred
setting of the
to,
game and what's
kind of
happening.
their backup computer system.
I actually have a
and,
bone to pick
through the
about
course of the game,
this
you get to
trailer. I'll
transfer
get to that
consciousness to
afterwards.
different kind of computer systems and technical vehicles. Most of the game is still about combat. We love combat. That's what Doom's all about. So you get to inhabit kind of this badass security robot that has all the guns and all the kind of killing power that you would hope a Doom game lets you wield. We wanted to specifically take advantage of some of the opportunities that you have in VR. Being the Doom Marine and the Doom Slayer it's such a focused experience. The Doom Slayer, he doesn't fix stuff. He doesn't play an engineer. He doesn't pick locks. He doesn't hack things. But those are things that we thought were really cool opportunities for VR, and we wanted to do something different with VR.
Are we gonna see new locations, both on Mars and in Hell?
So I think we'll
Yes,
keep it.
we
I think
are.
we'll cut it
Much
right
of the
there.
game takes
We'll just
place
cut it
in
right
existing
there.
locations,
Okay.
but you
Yeah, cut that right there. I was counting on that being a trailer, but that's all I could find. But pretty much, I mean, they're gonna keep it to the real. They're not really gonna be changing anything up, which is good to see. I'm happy the soundtrack is still there because the soundtrack was amazing. The soundtrack blew me away. I mean, when you get to, I mean, it just keeps you pumped and you're just
It
going.
puts
like,
you there, yeah.
It puts you there, yeah. And it's I mean, I could talk all day about soundtrack. It's good to see that games are starting to focus on the soundtracks, not just the gameplay, not just the video. It focuses on the music, because that pretty much sums up the whole mood. It can make someone upset, happy, sad, make someone pumped full of adrenaline, like say for instance Doom. And I'm not gonna lie, from what we've seen, I mean, it looks promising. Never been one to play VR. Has anybody here played VR?
Very little, but yeah. Watch
Now,
a lot of VR porn, I'll tell you that much.
Good Lord Jesus.
Oh God, here we go.
Here
I
we
knew
go.
it was
Off
going
the
to
deep
happen
end.
with Craig.
Oh
Yeah.
Lord, Craig. We should have gave Craig a list of things not to say.
Yeah,
We-
right.
Is that not?
Yeah.
Is that
It's,
on
it's
it?
out there. It's out there, though.
It's
It's
already
out there now.
There we go.
No
There we
erotic
go.
book readings in the podcast, sir.
Yes.
Don't you have the VR with the like the attachment where like
Mhm.
I don't want to say what kind of attachment it is, but it makes it takes the
Okay.
Oh, man. No.
What have I done?
You
What have I
have
done?
opened Pandora's box. Let's try to stay on. Let's try to stay on. We can talk about that later if you guys want to.
anyway.
I got
Anyway,
something to say about Doom VR.
All right, man. All right, go for it.
Okay, so first off, VR in general, I'm so hyped that we're at that place now that it's getting polished. You know what I mean? we're able to make VR games that people are going to enjoy and get into, and they look good, and we're there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's first off. Second off, I can't wait until in the future. I feel like that's where games are going to head no matter what. Like I was saying before the podcast, I can't wait until like, you know, SAO happens, but without the real people dying or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's where I stand. As far
I mean,
as
but that's
this
where the
game,
fun's at.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. This game
Right
though,
there.
it's going to be dope. I got nothing but high expectations. Doom always pulls through and makes great games, but this trailer, oh my god, it looks just like this normal first player shooter. You can't even tell that it's VR, like the way that the camera was, and that disappointed me. And you know, it doesn't make me feel VR at all, even though I know it is. It just looks like a basic FPS. So the trailer, other than that though, thumbs up.
But here, oh, go Craig.
Oh, I was just thinking the goods and bads of this one. My bad. I'll start with my bad. Is I pray at some point in time in terms of VR we're gonna get a better movement mechanic instead of point your little cursor there and teleport.
Yes.
Oh yes. I
Slap a
noticed that.
joystick to the controller. I'm not gonna feel any less immersed.
Yeah.
Or have an attachment for the PS4 that's like a treadmill that connects to the PS4. So like
Even
you can like
attachments
walk.
tonight.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. I mean, he's go big or go home. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, PK.
Neuro Gear, the year 2042 or whatever it was. Sign me up.
Ideally, that would be, you know, I'm just gonna throw it out there. Ideally, what it would be is you would probably put like, you know, most trackers all around your room, and then you would, you know, move back and forth with the game. You have your gun and everything, and it would sync it up. You know what I mean?
You're gonna hit your screen, break something, break some base.
It would obviously you can't place it in your desk, but you know it'd be something like high tech. You know, I'm not a techie, so I really don't know, but I imagine they could do it because they already have VR arcades where you can go out and play this stuff at arcades out there. So VR is catching on. Now the main question is I wanted to submit to you guys is I'm still standing by this. Do you think VR is a niche? Is it gonna be mainstream? Is it gonna be like, oh, you play VR? Oh, I play VR too. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a PC player. I used to have a console, but not a lot of people religiously play VR. I feel like VR is a novelty.
It's not there yet.
It's a novelty.
It's a novelty right now. I think right now it's a niche. I think in time it's going to become a bigger thing. We're talking it's a high price point because it's brand new. So we're already limiting who can get their hands on it. In terms of that. So I think the price comes down a bit over time as they go through it. They refine it, do all that good stuff. More people have access to it. It'll become more mainstream. But for now, probably just a niche.
Yeah. I think you give it a couple years as the price point drops. I think like you said, the biggest thing for me is the price point. Do I want to go with the Oculus Rift? Do I want to go with the Vive, or do I want to go to PS4, or do I just want to upgrade my PC?
I had to hustle for the Vive.
Yeah. But I think it'll get there. What do you? What about you?
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
10 years.
I think it's the blueprint, the baby steps into something bigger later down the road. So.
I think that's very possible. I think it's very possible. My main thing is, like you said, tie in because they want to make it feel like you're in the game. So to do that, like you guys said, you want your whole body to be moving. You want to feel like you're in the game, not just sitting at a desk or a chair and having this, headset on your head with these two controllers. To me, that doesn't feel like VR. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's still not the ultimate experience, but like you guys said, they're definitely getting there.
Maybe like a vest, when you get hit, it shocks you. Like a mild shock, like a little mild.
Hey, okay. You guys
do not hire Hiro.
Don't
nothing lethal. Nothing lethal. Just like little tap, little love tap.
Ooh, like a little tingle.
To know you got hit.
Okay, how about that movie, The Gamer? Obviously, in that movie, like real people were getting killed and like prisoners or whatever. So like not that, but I mean, remember that kid was in a room, like a round room, and there was monitors and lasers everywhere, and just all his movements were VR. And in the
Are you talking about the one with what's his head? Who's that actor?
Gerard Butler.
Yeah, that one. He took a piss in a gas tank. I remember this one. That was a good ass movie. Well, he drank a lot to get there. Yeah, I remember.
But I mean, they have that type of VR simulation. Wow,
that'd be awesome. I'm still feeling the SAO right now.
Yeah,
you want to fish.
You want to fish. Everybody's out here fighting and battling for life, and Craig's in the corner just fishing.
That's great.
Calm music in the background. I can see that happening.
I'll make the food. I'll build the house. You guys fight. You can come on over when you're done.
But I wish VR the luck. I probably won't be playing Doom. Is anybody here going to be purchasing that for PS4?
I
or has a
don't
PS4?
believe so. I have the
don't have
PS4. I don't have any of the gear, and that's
Mm-hmm.
not an expense I'm looking to throw out anytime soon.
I'm a
That's
PC
what I'm
guy.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I
PC
don't
all the
know.
way.
All day or a day. All right. So let's move on. This
Slated.
this game right here is called Monster Hunter World.
Yes.
Yes. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know much about this. More fishing. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know a lot about this game. This release date of Monster Hunter World is gonna be in January 26, 2018. So for all you people looking forward to that, very, very soon. I know Face, you played this quite a bit. You're like an OG in the game for it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played this version, but yeah, I played Monster Hunter from way back. I remember Monster Hunter like PS1. I remember it on Game Boy. I remember it just being like a go-to game from like my childhood. You know what I mean? Like Monster Hunter was always a big name in gaming. And now to see it coming back with these new engines and graphics and everything, I'm hyped for it. I don't want to say anymore until obviously we watch the trailer and see how beautiful it is. But
It's
I'm
time.
hyped for it.
It's time. Let's do it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually interested in this game. When I first saw it, I thought it was only coming out for PS4, but it will be released on PC. So for all us PC people, yeah.
Is there multiplayer or is it just single
it's
player
World.
game?
No, this is World.
This is World?
Yeah, this is World.
If it's on PC, I'm getting it.
Yeah.
Also, what's the release date? Is that in the trailer? Or is that do we
it's
know
gonna be
this?
January 26, 2018.
Yes.
So very,
right around
very
the
soon.
corner.
Hell
So
yeah.
if you-
Okay,
so-
let's do it.
So if you guys want to watch some fishing 24/7, Craig's the place to go.
Check me out.
Now, which one are we watching here, G?
Trailer,
What's
yeah.
the big
We're
one?
gonna be watching. Sis trailer.
Okay.
Yeah,
First
that
one.
right there. The first one. So I messed up. I messed up the last two, the coverage and the other one. My bad about that.
I'm telling.
Watching the gameplay or the trailer?
The trailer.
Trailer.
The trailer.
All right,
Trailer
all right.
than gameplay. Yeah. All right. We'll count down. Uno, dos, tres, vámonos.
I don't understand Spanish.
Bro, it's 1, 2, 3, go.
Oh, okay. Oh, made by Capcom.
Yeah, always. Oh my God! Look at that! Look at that!
It looks so good.
Ooh.
Some sick armor.
Well, rest in peace, Ark.
Well, there that goes. This game looks beautiful.
Oh yeah. This is a game I'm going to be taking the HUD off on
Uh-huh.
as soon as I learn how to do it.
This is one of those games you kind of, like we talked about Shadow Colossus, we could just sit there and
pirate
look
ship?
around the world. Just be in awe.
I want a pirate ship.
Wow.
You get a ship. What? No, I don't think you get a ship. I think it's
No,
just
you
probably
still get a ship. It's game over. I want the ship or I'm not getting it. RP that I have the ship.
Wow.
Ooh, did you see the bow? I'm gonna be the bow guy.
Katniss everything.
Wait, no, the bow guy. Don't call me Katniss.
Sir Katniss.
All right.
Katniss Anthony.
Ooh.
All right. No
I'm
longer
feeling
will
it.
I wear my work shirts on stream.
What is this at the end?
That was a really nice trailer.
Wait, there's more.
Wait, there's
There's more?
Is that the character from the other game?
Yeah, it's Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah.
wait, so you can play as her.
Hmm.
Ooh.
And you get a little thing.
Is that
whatever
the
the hell that-
special pre-buy or something?
Uh-huh. Pre-order
Exclusive.
now. Pre-order
All
now.
right,
Kitten
well, I
Android.
better go pre-order real quick, boys.
They're gonna have Dante next. Watch.
But,
Oh shit.
That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. What do you guys think about the trailer?
I'm
Was it-
pumped. I'm very
Hype.
pumped.
So hype.
It looks really, really good.
Looks
Now,
fun.
what I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed, I noticed the wildlife fight each other. you
Yeah.
know? So it's not like your traditional, like, World of Warcraft where you kind of have sections off and these monsters are right by these other monsters and they're not really interacting. The world looks alive. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's my biggest. It's the small things in life for me for gaming. You know, but I'm excited about that part right there. The graphic looks good. The game looks amazing.
Hell yeah.
Never played it. Never played any of the previous ones, but I'm looking forward to rocking that with you guys.
Glitch, it's tangent time.
Oh God.
Oh, let's do it.
It's
I'm
happening.
ready. I'm ready.
Time sensitive tangent.
Okay.
Time
Okay.
sensitive.
I'm not gonna hold you here. I'm gonna take a drink of bourbon before I do this. Okay.
It feels like RP right now. Like when he does surgery on me, he drinks bourbon first and then pulls bullets out of my.
Yeah, that's probably why I'm not chief right now. Moving onward. So when I look at trailers, wow, someone's screaming. When I look at trailers and when I look at gameplay videos, I look for things that aren't what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I saw with that is you're cooking. You seem to be camping, fishing, doing all this stuff that I truly enjoy in a game, and that's what I'm hyped about. I get the point is to hunt monsters, and that's the overall goal of the game, but I'm kind of down for the extra stuff that kind of cushions it and makes it all the more worth it. And that's what sells me on a game.
Yes.
So I'm seeing all that. I'm seeing fishing. I need to find a video on the fishing alone, actually, at some point in time.
Maybe there's
very,
fish monsters.
very serious about
There's
this fishing.
monsters.
Well, there's actually fishing in there's fishing in Warframe. You know that, right?
It's not the same.
I tried, man.
It's not the same.
I agree with Craig 100% for a few reasons. One of them being that when you add in those features, it brings life to the game. It makes the world feel organic. It makes it feel alive. It just adds that extra.
I found fishing.
You found fishing?
I found it.
We have to watch it. You know,
Are we gonna do this? Let's watch it.
Yeah. Let me drop it.
But it adds so much flavor to it. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of people that play games literally just for those mechanics. Period. Will not even finish the story, but hop right into it. Like they call them skillers on RuneScape.
General.
You know what I mean? So I agree with Craig. I think that's a big thing, and I'm glad this game has it, and I'm pumped to play it.
Boss fight, character creation.
Yep.
Oh, and he's fishing.
He's fishing. There is fishing.
Oh!
I just made Craig's day.
He's about to buy the game now. He's sold now. That's it. That's all I needed.
Sell right there, man. They should make me a marketing. Put me in the marketing department. I just like, what do you like?
Oh, look at him go!
I got you.
Swinging from vines. He's fishing. He's Tarzan, is what he is.
Mm-hmm.
An armored fucking Tarzan.
Armored fucking Tarzan.
Yo, and look how beautiful the water and the shadows and everything is too.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying, man. Now I don't know if this is gonna take over RP for me, but it'd definitely be a game I'll play.
If they had RP servers, I'd be down.
Oh, if this game had RP servers, I would be there 24/7.
But why wouldn't they? I mean, it is an online MMO. Just like World of Warcraft, they probably will have PvP where you battle other people's monsters. Maybe there's a roleplay server dedicated for that. I'm sure.
Listen up, RP first.
Take notes, boys. Shots fired.
I already told those fellas when Red Dead comes out, you find a way and I will run it all for you.
I am so there. We were just talking about last podcast. If they make a Red Dead Redemption RP server, I don't care if it has a player population of 10. I am there.
I'm there.
I am spamming all stream long to get inside there.
Robbing the bank in the Wild West, bro, and like dragging a safe, but with the horse and
what you don't know. And I dug for this. I heard there's going to be fishing in Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm done with that.
Everything's about fishing. Oh, man. But
I think I might just be bow fishing, but yeah.
Bow fishing, good Lord G. But
Wild West RP.
I'm excited about, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be a bandit. G. Wilkins, the best in the West. I'm going to steal people's horses and cattle. So they come home a long trip. To lay down, with the kids and the wife to eat supper, and they're like, "Wait a minute, where's my cows and where's my horses at? They're gone because I stole them." That's what I'm.
But
Old
if you
West doctor
find
and detective.
them, they're all wrecked, just a couple miles down from where he stole them.
Are they gonna have like a train robbery too? Because that'd be dope too.
Yeah, that's
that would
the
be
heist.
cool.
Yeah,
that's the heist.
Oh, cool.
That's cold-blooded face. That was uncalled.
Yeah, G, you can shoot my horses off of my carriage, and I can strap dynamite to it, soar towards you, and just say "sup."
Yeah.
Sup, and then boom. But I'm just saying that would be amazing to have like horse chases, high-speed horse chases, and stuff like that. Oh Lord.
Oh man, so good.
That's what we need. So everybody out there waiting for Red Dead, all you devs,
take note.
Oh,
Take notes.
and shout out to Gnomeland Security. He would be addicted to, what do they call it? Laudin? Was that what it was called? Like, it was like opium in a bottle back in the Wild Wild West days. What it's called? Laudin, right? Laudin? How do I say it?
You gotta help me out.
Craig, I know you know this. You're a doctor.
Well, what is it?
You're a doctor.
Laudin or whatever. It was like the only medicine back then. It was basically like liquid opioid in a bottle, and they would give it to people that were sick, and they drunk it, and it was like morphine almost. You know what I mean?
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I could see Jim Woods being addicted to that in that role play.
Good Lord. Jim has a he just dragged him. This is dragged by the bus.
Sorry, Jim.
But yeah. Oops. I totally brought that up.
Welcome to the Tesla.
So now we're gonna move on to Tesla's unveiling of their 400 mile
500.
capable 500 mile semi truck. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but I mean, for everybody who didn't know, Tesla just recently released. I mean, they unveiled a semi truck capable of driving 500 miles, boys, on one charge. It can charge up to 400 miles in 30 minutes, and they actually released a Roadster. This is their new sports car that gets to 0 to 60 in 1.6 seconds. Just unreal. So, I mean, Tesla is killing in the game. I mean, their cars, they got Type S's. I'm not gonna lie, I probably can't afford one. I'll never afford one.
Oh no!
But I could always dream, and they are beautiful. I mean, this guy and this company are changing the face of the automotive industry, hands down, and fuel and energy. So
all of it.
I mean, I could imagine there's some oil tycoons out there and diesel tycoons that are quite upset about this revelation they just threw upon the
Pegasus Industries.
But we do have you guys have a link down. We do have a 9-minute. We're gonna skip this. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but we do have a 9-minute billion of the semi truck and the Roadster. You guys have the link right there. We'll count down and we'll just watch it, and this will help everybody in the audience's viewing or watching this pre-recorded to kind of get a gist of what it looks like and what they can expect. If you guys know, Walmart has actually pre-ordered 5 of these.
Really?
5 of these. I was surprised too. I was very surprised. I was like, I mean, Walmart would be the last one I'd expect to even jump on this bandwagon. But I mean, if Walmart's gonna do it, everyone's gonna do it. I mean, I could picture Amazon doing it, Google doing it, pretty much any company that wants to save money and time.
Oh, Amazon's definitely gonna hop on.
Yeah, Amazon's probably pre-ordered the whole shebang. I mean, the whole warehouse, But good Lord Jesus. All right, let's roll it. So I'm gonna count down. You guys tell me when you guys are ready.
All right.
Ready.
All right. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Looks so futuristic.
Welcome to the Tesla semi truck event. I hope you like what you see. I'm going to tell you about everything that this truck can do, starting with performance.
It doesn't even look like
So we have an
vehicle. It looks like a party bus.
we came up with.
It's like a transformer.
I think really describes the performance well. The Tesla Semi will go 0 to 60 in 5 seconds. Now, at 80,000 pounds max gross vehicle weight, so that's the most amount of weight you can carry on a U.S. highway. This is the real-time acceleration of a Tesla Semi.
Look at that.
Insane.
Holy shit.
On the left, the thing that looks like it's not moving
Is a
diesel truck.
shots fired.
The best diesel trucks can
20
only do
seconds on a
45
full
miles an hour up a 5% grade. Tesla Semi can do 65 miles an hour up to 5%
I
grade.
just really hope that they have their
Now, one of the biggest
dedicated
questions we've been
lanes for
asked
these things, 'cause
about,
this might be a safety hazard. These things
electric
flying
trucks
like that.
is, well, how far can they go? Because, well, let's find out. So, 500-mile range. And by the way, it's 500 miles at maximum weight at highway speed. We also have 4 independent motors. So there's a motor on each of the rear wheels and an independent front suspension, so it's incredibly comfortable to ride this truck.
By this right now.
What about fueling today? If you're fueling a diesel truck, you've got fumes, spills, toxic environment, prices change all the time. And what a lot of people don't realize is it actually it takes up to 15 minutes or more to actually fill a truck. You have to sit there for 15 minutes while the tank gets filled. As compared to charging a Tesla truck, you can charge at your origin or destination. So while you're unloading your cargo,
That's
you
pretty
charge.
cool. That is really cool. Wow. So it's just stop and go, stop
Every
and go.
truck we sell will have enhanced autopilot as standard. Okay.
Autopilot.
But
What? Forward collision warning. Automatic
The
lane
truck
keeping.
will automatically brake.
It's a good time to be a truck driver right now.
Automatically brake.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
too.
Well, maybe not. This might put a lot of
it'll
people
automatically
out of work,
brake,
actually, with these
but
things being able to do
it
all
will
the
actually
things they
automatically
do in
lane
game,
keep
like-
as
oh,
well.
it's required to have an
Even if-
operator as of right now.
even
Yeah,
if
right
the
now.
truck-
Mhm.
we
With
have a
these
medical
things being so
emergency,
fast and efficient,
the truck will
you're not
stay
going to
in
need as
lane
many people on the
and
road
gradually
making
come to a
deliveries.
halt
These things are
and
going
turn on the
to
emergencies.
cut
If
everything in
there's a zero
half.
response from
Fair.
It's gonna be like Logan.
emergency services and get an ambulance
And Logan with the
to take care of
automated,
you,
yeah.
That was
take care of
scary
other
and
cars,
cool at the
can
same
take care
time.
of
Those
pedestrians. This is a
that was
massive
lit,
increase
though.
in safety.
Yeah.
With that central position, you're in a very safe position. Even if you were to collide with another semi, you have a low center of gravity that gives you really good handling. Means the probability of a rollover is massively reduced because the battery pack is in the floor pan, and rollover
I like
risk
it, boys. I
is
feel like I'm
dramatically
gonna order
reduced.
a new
And perhaps
CPU,
most importantly,
and it's gonna be here like 2
jackknifing
hours later.
is usually the worst nightmare of a trucker. How do you stop your vehicle from jackknifing if you're in difficult conditions? The truck will automatically stop jackknifing because it's got independent motors on each wheel, and it'll dynamically adjust
Stops
the torque
jackknifing on
each
its
wheel
own.
So that jackknifing is impossible.
shit.
Reliability is
Amazing.
incredibly important. We're putting massive attention into making this truck incredibly reliable. And that's why we are guaranteeing that this truck will not break down for
1 million miles.
Guaranteed.
Wow.
Then
Jesus
it
H.
has,
fuck.
there's a few other benefits as well. Brakes are a big deal for trucks. You got to stop 80,000 pounds. It's not easy. That's a lot of brake wear. But because with an electric motor, you can turn the brakes into generators. So every time you brake, that
charges.
kinetic energy of braking goes straight back into the battery
This is
pack
amazing.
instead of wearing down a
What
brake
the
pad.
hell?
The brake pads
What?
basically last forever.
Yeah.
You never need to
Holy
replace brake pads
shit.
ever.
That's what we've been talking
And
for a
this is
long
the feature I
time.
like best.
The kinetic energy.
Thermonuclear explosion proof glass.
Future.
Wait, he said thermonuclear explosion.
So standard glass. Now, why is this important? Because, see, look, nothing.
Armor
So
glass.
Survived
So it's
nuclear
running
explosion.
off its own
That's incredible.
type of energy.
The reason this is
own
important is
fuel
because
source?
Holy shit.
truck windshields are huge, and they crack
Yes,
about
well,
once
So
a
it's
year.
doing what the Electro does in
And if the truck
GTA.
windshield is cracked, you're not allowed to drive. So actually, it's truck off-road if you have a cracked windshield, and that means lost revenue, disappointed customers. It's a terrible day, and if you're stuck in the middle of nowhere, it can take ages to get a new windshield. So actually, this detail matters a lot to someone who really understands trucking. We have the Tesla app that gives you full information about your truck. This is sort of normal. It's like we take it for granted.
Wait, you
Damn.
can remote
The
diagnose
Model S
your
or Model
car
X,
from your
something like that.
phone?
But
My
this is
Jeep
not
can do that
normal,
now.
Actually, for
Yeah,
trucks.
there's a lot of
know
cars.
You
that.
have full access to all your truck information. You got remote
Yeah, you guys
diagnostics.
downplayed that.
You
That's
can,
cold-blooded.
Sorry.
What's going on?
For the last
Preventative
few
maintenance.
years
The
now,
truck
you
will
can start
actually
your car and
anticipate
everything
when it
from your
needs.
phone,
It
lock
sends me an email of diagnostics and he goes, hey, look at this.
Having
So
a
let's
Tesla-
try. We're gonna
Yes,
move
best
ahead to
gasoline.
the Roadster.
There's some
Okay.
This is nice.
Roadster, there we go.
So it turns out there was some cargo in the truck. There's some cargo in the truck. We thought we'd bring it
Look
out.
at
We've
that
asked this for a long
motherfucker.
time.
That's
When are you going to make
0
a
to
new Roadster?
61.9.
We are making it now.
0 to
The new
104.2.
Tesla Roadster will be the fastest production car ever made.
Top speed is
Period.
over 250.
This is unreal. This
It'll
is
do the
so
quarter
unreal.
mile in 8.9 seconds. I wouldn't say what the actual top speed is, but it's above 250 miles an hour.
And it can make
This is going to have a
620
200 kilowatt-hour
miles
battery pack.
on its
There's
charge.
a founder's package.
606. These numbers sound
Yeah.
nutty, but they're
Oh,
real.
wow.
Base
Everything
price,
else.
620
$200,000.
range.
Okay.
Oh, that's how they get you.
1,000
That's how they
kilometer
got
range.
you.
This will be the
Base
first electric
reservation
vehicle
to make a
breaks 1,000
reservation.
kilometers.
Type of vehicle, though,
Will travel more than
$200,000 is pretty
1,000
fair,
kilometers in a single
honestly.
charge at highway
That is
speed.
a buttload of money though. 200,000.
This thing will
Like
have
we're never
3
gonna drive
motors.
that.
Well, yeah,
So
we're
it's
not.
four-wheel
Well,
drive.
maybe we are.
Maybe,
One day.
maybe, who
Two on-
knows?
two on
But
the
I'm
rear.
saying
We
there's
also do
people right
torque
now that
steering.
own vehicles that
As I
are
said,
way
turn
more than
coming
that
out,
and
full
don't
Oh,
do
yeah.
any of
feedback,
that stuff. You know what I mean? They're
10,000
just
newton meters of torque. If you know what that means, it's
lavish.
stupid.
That car is
Time
crazy.
to bring it full circle. Tesla is
It's also
the
a
the
sports
VR
sedan.
of cars right now.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Their
So
next
it's got 2
project,
plus
the Iron
2,
Man
2
suit and
plus 2.
Gundams.
Okay, you can't put giant people.
Tesla's fucking Iron Man suit.
But yeah, so oh man, all right, I muted the video. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, the semi truck.
Holy shit.
Right? That is amazing. Now, my main question is why haven't other companies done this? Now, I'm not talking about the whole 500 miles on one charge, but why not the bulletproof glass? Like, why is that not a normal? You know what I mean? Because I mean, truck
Benz?
drivers. What'd you say?
Expense, I'm assuming.
Yeah, funding, dude. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, funny, but I mean, Tesla did it, and they're gonna sell their trucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they're also selling them for like these. I mean, the Roadster was $250,000. Think of their semi that can do all of that and
This
haul
was-
80,000 pounds.
Yeah,
Mhm,
very
mhm.
expensive.
And they have the name behind it too, as well. Tesla.
Oh yeah, But it's just things like they have a lot of things that I've been seeing that a lot of people talking about. The kinetic energy recharge to the battery. I heard Face talking about will they be able to run off their own charge like continuously? I doubt it. You're still gonna have to charge
Of
charge
course.
stations.
My
But-
point about that was if they're not using like, the normal, gasoline like vehicles run on today. And the reason you haven't seen that until now, because I can tell you why, is the same companies that produce these things and they're owned by the people who own oil businesses and things like that. It's all connected. They didn't want, them to run on a different type of fuel system. But
no.
we're making breakthroughs now and things are changing. And I love this. I think this is gonna revolutionize. I don't know even how to
Revolutionize.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
The cargo and hauling industry. Like this is gonna make things way better for everybody.
I mean, it's gonna make logistics a lot easier and a lot safer. Hopefully, obviously, I think they're gonna have some bugs and things to deal with on like anything else. But I mean, he guaranteed 1 million mile guarantee.
Oof.
Like that is a strong statement to stand by.
People fucking break down at like 300,000 miles.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
And they call their car undrivable after that.
oh yeah.
You just said, fuck that.
He's like, nope, we're going.
And this is a big machine.
Oh yeah, it's a big machine, and it moves a lot faster than the diesel truck too, which is
Damn.
yeah. That's all. That's my words. Damn. Like it's quick. Now, obviously, we know the next step of this would be automated drivers, right?
Mhm.
Automated driving, selfless driving cars. You saw it like you guys were talking about in X-Men. You saw it in X-Men.
Logan.
Whoa.
But that is a whole nother beast.
I mean,
they
that's gonna come though.
oh yeah, it'll definitely come. I mean, we already have, what is that? The Google car drives around by itself.
Yes, sir.
There's a Google car driving around by itself. I've never been able to see one. I would love to see one in action. But I was just talking to one of my coworkers at work. We were talking about the safety risk of self-driving cars. Because one thing you got to realize is you're not just worried about the car sitting on the road. You're worried about other dumb
people.
drivers. I mean, you got people hitting other people on the road every day. You know,
Man.
I know it.
It's like, how do you compensate for reckless driving, for people on their cell phone, for people eating while they're driving, for people that pretty much just not even paid attention?
You'd have to give them their own lane. They would have to have a lane that is not accessible to a civilian driver. And that's the only way I think they could do it because, like you said, there's always going to be some idiot out there texting or something, and that's going to run into them. They have to have their own lane. Like I think that's the only way to do it, really.
I think if anything, if they don't have their own lane, because I could imagine Tesla making their own lanes just for all these semi trucks, or just in the future, possibly maybe
like
their own highway.
Like
Yeah.
with no driver. Yeah.
I think the early versions would probably have their vehicles drive only in the right lane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's safer.
Safety.
I mean, for safety, people go around them. Nobody's especially tailgaters. You do not want these self-driving vehicles to ever get in the far left lane because you can get people tailgating, people, flying around them, braking in front of them. So I think for safety reasons, the early versions will probably stay in the right lane. I think it's probably.
I'll put it this way: they told us a lot about acceleration. They didn't go crazy into braking distance.
Now we can get up to speed, But about slowing down, I'm not sure about that.
14 miles for full stop.
Good Lord
it's
Jesus,
such a
man.
big piece of machinery. Like, obviously, slowing down is going to be an issue no matter what. Like.
Oh yeah, definitely. But all I can say is Tesla, Elon Musk, he has a bright future ahead of him. I mean, dude is just revolutionizing the industry. It is not even just focusing on the car industry. He's actually branching out into other categories too. And I mean, there are some competitors, there are some known competitors overseas that are actually, jumping on this whole semi truck and logistics and just vehicle bandwagon. I mean, we got the Prius, you already got the Prius. You got you with the Prius, but you got other vehicles out there too. But I mean, he is definitely trademarking it and making his own baby.
Yep.
Which is definitely good. There are some companies called Bosch, which is a German supplier, has partnered with Nikola Motor Co. To develop a Class 8 hydrogen electric truck by 2021. There is BYD, backed by billionaire investor Warren Buffett. Pretty sure everyone knows who he is. The Chinese company makes fully electronic trucks, including a Class 8 and a Class 6 and a Class 5. The higher the class, the heavier the truck. BYD said it has orders for electric trucks from customers including UPS, Goodwill, BNSF, Railway, and tenants of the ports of Los Angeles, Long Beach, and San Diego. So Tesla's not the only player in the game. You know what I mean? So there's other companies
it's not a
out
monopoly.
there. It's not a monopoly. But the funny thing is, when the average consumer sees this, they think Tesla is taking over them. They are the only person I can go to for these trucks. There's other companies already doing it, But Tesla has caught, Tesla's like the Apple of this whole shebang. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of cell phones, of cars, pretty much. They're the luxury of electronic vehicles.
And he dressed very nice too. I mean, what an amazing coat he had on. Just one of
yes. Then you got Daimler, which is Daimler, which is coming out with electronic semi trucks too. You got Cummins. Everybody heard of them?
That's a big trucking company for years now. The Cummins truck, yeah.
It says in late August, Indiana-based Cummins, a leader of making diesel and natural gas engines, revealed EOS, a fully electric Class 7 truck that has a range of 100 miles on a single charge for city driving. They have a picture of like a bus or whatever, so I think they're going to get jumping that too. And there's a plethora of other companies, but I think that's really, really cool. I don't know how fast it's going to catch on, but I feel like in a couple years, this will be a norm. You know what I mean? For electric vehicle.
I agree.
Now all they got to do is make a consumer class one that we can all can afford. You know what I mean? Other than Prius.
Probably won't be as good, but I'll get us there.
It'll get us from point to be. I mean, I drive what 10 to 15 miles every day. Maybe more, maybe less. But it's like I don't drive really far, so
well,
it'd
in
be nice.
every industry, even in aeronautics, whatever. Can't talk today. Words. Like planes. A long time ago, when planes started becoming a thing, the average person could not afford a flight. But now, catching a flight is like nothing. It's like getting a bus ticket. I assume it'll be the same in this market too. 10, 20 years down the road, it'll be an everyday normal thing. Anybody can have it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm happy to see that there's rivals and there's people, because at one point in time, the general public is going to pit them against each other.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to go, well, I'm going to take this or I'm going to take this company over that one because they do this differently. And it's only going to pay off for the consumer. The great thing about electric semis and the fact that we're, not burning fossil fuels, we could go on a tangent about that, is now we have competition to make a better energy saving vehicle.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to pay off for just, the consumer. It's going to pay off for a lot of people.
Yeah, the consumer, the companies, the investors, and hopefully the environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pushing people into the safer energy.
Green energy.
And we really need to do that. I know this is off topic, but if we would just find some type of better or free or whatever safer energy source,
water-powered car.
There would be no more third world countries. Everybody would hospitals, schools, yada yada. It just everything. So yeah, this industry is pushing us in that direction even more. So good point, Craig. I agree with that, and I like that.
I mean, so for all you people out there looking to invest in companies and migrate to different fields, I mean, Natural energy is getting big, boys. It's getting big. So
I'll go work for Tesla.
I'm done. I'm gonna go apply today. But the thing is, I remember when electronic cars started coming out, talking about wind energy, renewable energy, and stuff like green energy. Everyone's like, nah, it's not gonna happen. But it is happening full blown in front of us. And I mean, there's a pretty much a good saying is either die or adapt. You know what I mean? All those companies out there, diesel. I don't know. I can't predict the future, but I imagine diesel won't be out there forever. Maybe the truck looks amazing. Hopefully more people start using it. So I mean, all those companies out there investing in that kind of fuel, get an upgrade, get a Beyonce upgrade.
Oh god, somebody just said, sorry, Craig, but there's no fishing in the truck.
I gotta go. No Tesla for me.
Oh man.
I tried.
He was about to spend that $250,000.
Way to do this.
Well, there that goes. You guys is pretty much
there's automated fishing with the car.
Automated fishing. Craig would be sold.
It fishes for you.
He says Tesla stocks at 315, so have edit. I mean, I could imagine Tesla stocks skyrocketed since this whole announcement. I mean, oof, good Lord Jesus. I'm trying to adopt me, Elon. Adopt me.
Listen, now if we can just pull a GTA assassination on that company and invest in the other company, and bam, blow up. You know
you're live, right?
I did not say anything. I have nothing to do. I plead the fifth. We're messing with you, man. We're messing with you. You got on defensive. Whoa, guys.
I'm not a criminal.
I was just kidding, Wink.
I'm not a real life criminal.
Wink. I'm just.
You see him throwing his plans out the window.
This is us sliding
in the
forward.
background.
Yes. All right.
Tear up the contracts.
Pretty much. All right. So if no one has anything else to talk about that or natural energy or anything else to add to it, we're gonna move on to our next topic. Sounds good. Cool. All right. Good talk. So
yeah,
we're going to move on to, this is a really good topic. And I feel like all of us being in the content creator community and gamers and everybody in chat as gamers could talk about this for days and hours and years. Now, this is centered around the communication between game developers, gaming companies, and the gaming community. As you guys have all seen in EA, PlayerUnknown, those are pretty much prime candidates for this topic. PlayerUnknown just actually released their new screenshots, and with NVIDIA and other companies out there centered around gaming have released screenshots of their new sand map, desert map. I saw them, they were pretty cool. One thing I kind of noticed, and I was on Twitter, I creep on Twitter a lot in the good way, is a lot of negative comments. You guys need to work on your game. You guys are working on the wrong thing. I wish you guys knew what to do. This is the worst game ever. You need to be more like Fortnite. And, I'm just like, what is going on? That is low. And that hit me. And I'm just like, it kind of goes back to what we were talking about last podcast. As gamers, we're spoiled, Should we punish these developers, these companies for giving us a open channel avenue of communication to talk back and forth to them, to take criticism, because they could easily take it away. As of right now, it is a norm for a company. I mean, it's honestly a norm for every company to be interactive with their gaming community. Take constructive criticism, see what we like, see what we don't like. I mean, they got Discords, they got Twitter, they got other channel, email, and it's like, this is something we're lucky to have as a gaming community. And I feel like a lot of people, when I say that, I mean that, are abusing this,
Oh yeah.
Example, which kind of got debunked, but as an example, apparently a gentleman from EA got death threats because the whole microtransaction fiasco,
Oh goodness.
Looked into it. Turns out the guy that said he got the death threats was false. He never even worked for EA. But kind of spin off that is that actually happens. I mean, it happens to a lot of developers and creators alike. They get threatened. People say, go die. You're making the worst game ever. And to me, it kind of hurts because I'm a content creator, not on the large scale like EA or Pug, but it would hurt my soul if someone came along and say, what? I'm like, hey guys, we got a new stream. You're like, well, you're working on something wrong. Your content sucks. You should be doing this. And it's like, people have to realize that there are hardworking people that put hundreds of hours, blood, sweat, and tears into these games just for you to shit on it on social media just because you can,
It's low.
Wait, were they insulting it because of the microtransaction or the game in general?
Oh, bro, you just got people just going off with microtransactions. They were upset and they went on to the whole game.
I'm upset with those too.
Well,
it escalated.
Yeah, it's one thing to be upset, but another thing to tell someone to go and die, and also what PlayerUnknown, I mean, they didn't have to come up with this new map. They didn't have to show us screenshots. They did it because they wanted to, because people have been asking for it, and then they get thanked by people shitting on their posts. And it's like, that is not called for. You know, I understand being upset with a game. I also understand that every single day that goes by, you got counts and counts of people on Twitter saying this game sucks, it's broken, you need to fix this, you need to fix that. I'm pretty sure they hear them loud and clear, you know?
Yeah. Now, G, I agree with you 100%. It's uncalled for. The community, the gaming communities in general on every game, not just the ones, specified, are toxic. And that's just an issue in the gaming culture right now that needs to change itself somehow. I don't know. It's just, that's a hard one. But yeah, there's never any reason for you to tell somebody to, KYS or death threat or anything like that. However, at the same time, it is their right to voice their opinion, whatever they want to say. Even though, I personally, just like you, don't agree with the things they're saying. They shouldn't be saying, in my opinion, but, they do have the right to say those things. And social media platform does provide them the access to do that. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? They're going to make these comments. But yeah, I just think that the gaming community as a whole needs to work on itself. Like, so toxic. So toxic.
I think there's gonna be in terms of feedback never changes. There's gonna be 1,000 people that use an opportunity for feedback in terms of just bitching about things they don't like in the game, bitching about the game itself, and there's gonna be 1 in 100 that's just sitting there going, "Hey guys, really like what you did with the game. I'm thinking, what are your thoughts on this? Maybe that could change in the future." There's gonna be maybe one good positive feedback for every 150 useless bitching. And it's not feedback, it's I don't like your game.
And that's the craziest thing. Like, if you have something wrong, you could, the biggest thing I see is, biggest fault is, if you see something wrong, try to give a solution to fix it. Try to give an ultimatum. Not say, this sucks, fix it. What would you do? Yeah, like that. That's what I'm saying. Instead of saying, this is shit, this is the worst game ever, that just lets me know you're upset and you're mad about something and you don't like the game. You haven't give the devs or any part of the community a ultimatum or a solution, fix the problem, So, and I don't think, honestly, I feel like people take these devs for granted and they don't realize how hard work is. Cause I'm far from a dev, I don't code, I don't do anything, but I can imagine it takes countless hours, to learn and to do,
Now there's an argument to this also though. And it just dawned on me right now. Even though I don't like it when the community gets toxic, and I don't like it when I'm never going to agree with the death threats. That shit needs to go right now. Like, that's uncalled for. But I don't like it when they say negative things. However, because of these social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, yada yada yada, and then the biggest one of all, Reddit, there is some good to these negative comments. When you get these Redditors together and they make such a huge impact, like, for example, EA making history for the most downvotes in a 24-hour period, well, that gets the attention of the CEOs and the big names. You know what I mean? So the gamers are able to reach them on that level and make changes that the community really wants. So sometimes the toxicity can help a little bit and be productive.
I wouldn't even call that toxicity, though. That's just constructive criticism. You're hitting a downvote, bro. But you're hitting a downvote. The video, what we're talking about is the video. They're hitting a downvote. They're not cursing out the devs. Exactly. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. I would never say. And personally, for me, toxicity is a good thing. Like, good things can actually come out of toxicity.
Well, you know what I mean.
Very rarely. I know what you mean. Wrong. I know what you mean. Stephanie said in chat, she says, although I don't condone harassment and threatening whatsoever, but a world where devs are more in touch with their client base, why aren't they listening to their fans' wants? I'm not a dev, again, that's my disclaimer, but they do. They might not do it when people want it, because back to social media, we're so used to this instant gratification. Like, we want it, fix the game, fix it now. And when it doesn't get fixed, or we don't get what we want, plus we don't see what's happening in the background. We don't know, we don't know if one whole department is dedicated to fixing these bugs. Another department is dedicated to making the new map. Another department is dedicated to this, and vice versa, and so on and so on. That's the thing we don't realize. So all because we don't see it with our own 2 eyes come to fruition in the next 5 days, I imagine they are. But also you got to realize, and I'm not trying to single out Steph, leave much love. Also you got to realize, I saw this a lot in the Coaling, and this is a game that suffered the downfall because they listen to the community way too much. So there's a good thing and there's a bad thing, and I feel like too much of a good thing could be bad. Is the Coaling changed their meta, their whole platform, the damage done to weapons, the weapons that were added, the landscape of the map, every other month, to the point where people were like, you know what? I'm done with this game. I'm done with this game. I'm out of here because you don't know what's happening anymore. So too much of good thing could be bad, you know, and too much of a change because, like you guys saying in chat and people saying on the podcast, so you can't please everybody, you know. So you could have the audience say, "I love this new." Your mic is.
Huh?
What? Hero's mic. He's trying to talk. Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
Hiro,
Yep.
no.
No. No, bro. I can't.
Hero,
Watching him
baby.
talk.
He's saying something. We gotta read his lips.
He said, "Hold on, I'm getting bourbon for
Give me
Craig."
a second. G is the best role player in the world.
Wait, I'm gonna
Hold on.
I'm gonna loan Eddie $200,000 in RP first.
I saw his lips say that.
Yeah.
I saw it.
He says, yes, yes, yes. G is the best role player and
He
criminal.
put up his finger for
He's a
one
beautiful,
moment.
beautiful man.
He said, 1 second, I'm gonna apply to be a driving instructor and help G learn how to drive.
But while we wait for Vegan to fix his mic,
Yeah.
actually, you know, Vegan, unmute your Skype. See if your Skype can come through. Try that.
Do it.
Hello?
There you go. Just use that. Just use that.
Hey.
There you go.
That'll have to work. Yeah.
I was saying that it could be a benefit because like games like Final Fantasy 14,
It's coming through.
they read all the comments and they made the game better from what it was in beta and alpha.
Good point.
Yeah.
Does it work? Yeah. Okay.
There you go. Okay. Cool. All right. So we got you back, and you have a mad echo, as somebody said.
Do I right now?
Yeah. Can you like turn down your volume a little bit? Is that possible?
Don't listen to him, Hero. You got a lovely voice, man.
Thank you.
I love to hear you.
Yeah, it's still echo. You know what we could do? We could. Do you want to hit a quick break and then come back and? Now I can't hear you, bro.
I think Discord is acting up.
All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Give us 5 momentos. I know. Damn it, that's not how you say it. I don't know, but give us 5 minutes, chat. We'll be right. Yeah, like I said, we'll be right back. Give us 5 minutes, and we'll get his mic back and working. I'll throw some music for you guys.
Play the 10 Penny Tower theme from Fallout 3.
10 Penny Tower.
That's a good choice.
So you're gonna have to talk to them. I'm gonna have my thing muted on this. Try to fix it, and message me when you have the thumbs up when you're good to go. Okay?
I'll just restart my Discord.
Yeah. All right, guys, we'll be right back. 5 minute. Get up, drink, dance, twerk, stretch. I don't know.
Just don't tap.
Fish. Wow. All right.
This is a Chucky Beat production.
Yeah, okay. That's so weird.
Like, you know,
All
people
right,
I don't
we
have
are
me to see
back.
What
We're back. We're good.
Hi.
Oh,
Yeah,
we hear
yes.
your lovely voice. Awesome. Awesome.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Awesome. We're back, guys. We're back. Thank you for your patience. We had some technical difficulties. I was trying to, like, your Skype mic was on, then your Skype mic was off, and I was trying to mute your Skype mic. It was a mess, but we're back. Let's do it. To
Okay,
resume
cool.
what we were talking about the just the blasphemy of gamers to devs.
Hiro, it's your time to shine. We waited.
Yes, we've
Hiro.
been waiting. Dude, I was trying to figure out why you weren't talking the whole time. I'm like, PK's kind of quiet. I'm just going to talk over
I got
him.
shy for a minute.
All right, man. So give it to us, bro. We expect this amazing
Where's
just
Hiro?
piece
Up
from you,
here?
man. Come on, man. Spit it.
What was the question?
Dude.
I was focused on fixing my shit.
Get something to
talking-
talk about feedback-wise
we're-
with devs and peoples.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're talking about people being very disrespectful online, on Twitter, social media in general, to developers. When, you know, like I mean, you've seen it when a developer puts out some new content and like, that's not what we want. We don't want to do that. Like Destiny, prime example. You know, put out a new raid. Well, I'm hoping it's not a raid because you fix the game or make it like this. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, with anything, we're in this age of entitlement. So with any small thing outside of games, people are always going to demand more.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
And-
expected.
Mm-hmm. And it's never enough.
It's never enough.
You know,
Never.
fix this. You know,
There's
fix this
there's
problem.
games coming out left and right,
Mhm.
and we're so saturated. We're so full. It's like Thanksgiving every day with video games and,
Oh, yeah.
and media and entertainment.
Oh yeah,
I got-
it's. Oh, Craig.
I got my 2 cents on this one that I kind of want to finish up on. The
right,
game
man.
models that I haven't seen work are where people are throwing them ideas as they're making the game and they're
Yes.
putting them in there. What I think they need to do is I think they need to make their game. They need to do everything that they think is right, and they think is good and proper, dandy, peachy keen. And then once they've had a couple of months to play it and they start getting that feedback and they go, this gun looks to be just tearing up everyone it sees in half a second. That's when they come in and just be like, okay, let's nerf that gun a bit.
That's reasonable.
That's
That's
reasonable.
reasonable to
I
me.
like that.
So you
Um,
don't think they should do the whole alpha and beta and then take criticism and change it from the alpha and beta? They should just go all the way through the full release, full launch.
If not full, I say damn close.
Okay.
The secondary tangent of that was we were talking about negative feedback and all of that. Negative feedback's good if done correctly. So your bitching and your Twitter complaints and all of that are useless up until they give a change or a suggestion to get somewhere on it. But alternatively, if you have 500,000 people that are on this like poll or something, and they go, "What do you think of microtransactions in Battlefront 2?" And they go, "Shit, this is a horrible business model. I don't like it at all." Maybe it'll sway them in the proper direction.
Maybe.
I'm a solid hater of microtransactions. I'd
Same
like to
here.
know what I buy.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
If you laid it on the line and said you get this gun for this amount of money, I'm down.
oh yeah. If you just straight up, you were just honest about it. And also, I think the thing is that a lot of developers suffer, and I feel like we kind of relate to this because we create content. A lot of people create content, whether it's audio, music, or a game. You know, on any side of the spectrum, is that I just forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I totally forgot what I was gonna say. It was gonna be really good too.
Glitch.
He's having a
So
glitch.
there goes. Okay, I got it. So because I think we'd all relate for someone being like, you know, you want to create this game, you want to create this content because this is special to your heart. You know, this is your baby. But then you have every people saying your baby's ugly, your baby smells like poop, your baby smells like pee, your baby's not.
Maybe you change the diaper.
Your baby's not gonna grow up to be anything amazing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like this is people. That's probably horrible, you know, analogy, but
Makes
that's what I'm
sense.
saying. Like this is their baby. This is their creation. You know what I mean? And your people are straight walking up and looking inside the crib and going, "God, this baby's ugly." You know what? You should have not had this baby. You should have had a different baby. Like that's what people are saying. Like as a developer, as a creator, you create something like this podcast, like PK Raps. You know, we all have our thing to do. You know, your profession, Craig. For
anymore.
you putting in hard work and
PK
sweat.
Raps?
He does. But you know, for someone to say, you know, your blood, sweat, and tears, what you got into is trash. You know, and then you have the other side of the spectrum is, do you make games for yourself, your company, or do you make games for the consumer? Because you make games for the consumer, then you have to listen to them because you're trying to make that almighty dollar. You know?
I was about to say, I already know what I got into is trash. You don't have to tell me.
No, man, I didn't mean like that. But you know what I mean? Like that is just it. You
I
kind of
think the main thing they listen to is dollar signs, like their sales, their pre-order sales, their pre-order, like their data. Like that's the main thing they'll listen to. Like when like Xbox and PS4 were first coming out, and they had like a pre-order list, and Xbox had that thing where you can't let people borrow games, and people were like, "F that, we're not gonna pre-order Xbox." And PS4 sales were like overshadowing them. And Xbox was like, "Okay, never mind, you can borrow games now. We'll listen to you guys."
Whoa,
Right.
guys, calm down. You can now borrow them.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
No
I think that's-
MSRP, no MSRP. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good for people to interject and voice their opinion, but there's a wrong and a right way. And I think it's a never-ending battle. I think the game community is what it is. I feel like we do need to encourage people, and I guess the gaming community like to be more positive, because no one wants to create games for people that are ungrateful, ingrates. You know what I mean?
No.
Nobody wants
They
to do
lose
that.
their drive once they see that. They go, "This is who I'm busting my ass for." No, screw it.
Yeah. Because I mean, believe it or not, whether it be player unknown, Arc, any game or any content creator, we make content. I'm saying we as a general, blanket statement. So to please everybody out there, we want to see people smile. We want to see people enjoy our creations, not for people to like come and take slap our babies. You know what I mean?
Oh
That's
my
not
God,
okay.
gee, with
I'm
the
just saying, man.
savage baby comments.
Hey, it
I
gets
think you have
across-
baby fever or something.
Oh Lord, no.
Uh-oh. Whoa, gee, something you want to announce to the to the world right now?
No.
Uh-oh.
He leveled up.
Huh?
Yeah.
To achievement unlocked, baby.
Can we speak
Having
to
a baby.
Mrs. G, please, for a moment?
Can we? What? Is Business G? Oh wow.
Speak to Mrs. Khaleesi.
This is cool.
I do want to bring up something that we were talking this before the podcast. Brendan Green. You guys know who that gentleman is?
No, I do not.
Familiar?
I do not.
AKA Player Unknown himself.
Yes,
Oh,
there it is.
Yes.
Okay.
He actually made a comment. His game was nominated in that whole, I don't know if you guys saw on social media, the whole award ceremony for games of the year.
He was nominated.
He actually said, he believes his game should not have been nominated for the fact that he has more to work on.
True. I like that. It's humble.
Yes.
And it's also honest.
It says, is that because the game is technically clean to early access and has not actually launched. There was a question that was submitted to him. And no, in this case, apparently that just he thinks that thinks better games have been released over the past years. So obviously he thinks that they're like what Horizon Zero Dawn we talked about is definitely a masterpiece. It's a beautiful game. We talked about a podcast. He believes other games that have their foundation, have gone through the bugs, and have put in the hard work should have been nominated over his game.
I like that.
I think that's amazing. I think that's amazing. As the man himself, straight said, "Hey, our game, our game." That's what I'm saying. He didn't just take it and then be like, "All right, guys, thank you for the award, but our game's still broken." He straight made a statement, and I feel like it was a more than saying, "Hey, I don't feel my game's ready." I feel like he made a statement to the community that, "Hey, we know our game's not ready." That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what a good dev does right there, and people still give him poop,
Yeah, they need to quit that. Like the reason they got nominated, and I think won, right? If I'm not mistaken, because that game blew up like overnight, just woo. And I didn't think he was expecting that.
Oh
and,
yeah, we went
from
like all that good stuff. We went from what is that, and then like I fell asleep. I woke up, and everyone's like, "Well, do you have this yet?"
Bro, yeah, it was just overnight,
dude.
So I don't think he knew it was gonna blow up. So I really believe him when he's saying that. I don't think he's being humble just to portray a certain way. I think he really is a humble guy, being honest, man, and that just makes me like him and his company even more. Honestly,
true.
So.
Yeah,
he's listening to Kendrick Lamar, definitely. So,
yeah, I definitely think so. But I'd say PlayerUnknown has a bright future. EA, hopefully they have a bright future ahead of them. But wasn't laughing at EA. I was just had something in my throat. But in general, I mean, I feel like the community needs to step up and say, hey, this is not okay. If we still want people to make games for us, we need to be nice about it. That's my final words.
Yeah, devs are human beings too, guys.
Yes, devs are human beings too.
They're not robots.
They're not robots.
For our entertainment, to make us our entertainment.
Okay, I'm about to go on a rant real quick. So slide your seatbelt in. Here we go.
Need some bourbon? You need some bourbon?
No,
or what?
I don't need bourbon. I got my apple juice on the rocks. I'm good.
I'll drink for you. Hold on.
He's like, I'll drink for you. But the thing is, I could honestly, I see this across all spectrums, whether it's on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer, movies, TVs. People don't look at the actors or the content creators or the rappers or the musicians or the people that are making the substance for them to listen to or to watch. They don't view them as, like you said, PK, human beings. They view them as robots. Like, you are there for my pleasure. Pump out the music I want. I can care less about your life. Give me what you got. Give me what I paid for.
It's like an episode of Black Mirror.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. That is the mentality, because I am in customer service. That is the mentality of the consumer. I can't comment on that. I plead the fifth. My boss might be watching, but that's what I'm saying. Like, people.
I'm in customer service too, so I know exactly.
Yeah,
what you
like
mean.
I have the money now. Give me what you got. Like, you're a robot, and you're supposed to be like, yes sir, or yes ma'am. Like, no, that's not what it's for. Like, it should be the other way around. I'm helping you. I'm giving you something that you are willing to pay money for monetary value to give you enjoyment. Right? Isn't that the way it should be? But instead, it's the other way around. Is I'm entitled. I have the money. Give me what you got. I care less about your feelings. You're not human.
Yeah,
America.
I think we're all in customer service.
In some way or another.
In some way, that's true. That's true. And I feel like that needs to change. I think it's better. So that's pretty much just a rant to all human beings in the world. So
good.
Sorry about that, guys.
No, that was the point of this.
Yeah.
Let it be heard.
Let it be heard. Yell to the mountains. But, who knows what happens in the future. Does anybody else have to add? Anybody want to throw a topic in there? If anybody is in chat that wants to submit, just say, hey, what do you guys think about this? You have a question for anybody?
Yeah, Steph mentioned a Q&A. And
a Q&A. If you guys have
RP topic.
Yes. If you guys have if you guys want to talk about roleplay, we can talk about roleplay all day. If you guys have any topics you want to talk about, or any questions you want us to answer, or just any insight you want to give us, feel free to say it in chat, and we'll definitely get to answering that. Anybody on the podcast right now have any topics you want to throw in there? Any last minute topics?
Just piggybacking on like the devs and the games and stuff. Like, the one thing that like really grinds my gears is like having the content on the disc and it's just locked away. You have to pay for that DLC. Whenever it's just unlock it, it's already on the disc. That just pisses me off. Like,
that's
okay. Microtransaction.
Yeah.
If it's for strictly cosmetic things, I understand it, because it is a company. They need to make money to produce more content, to pay the workers, to pay the people that work in the building, even the people that clean the building. The money goes somewhere. But when a company uses microtransactions that give players advantages over other players via different weapons or things like that. I think that needs to go. That doesn't need to be a thing ever. And as far as EA, here's my thing. All right, I just got to put it out there. I like EA, but let's be honest. What they did was not give players advantage for buying those characters, but those are the main characters of the franchise. Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader, you want me to pay that much money to unlock the main characters? How dare you for that? Oh,
yeah.
Because
it's a pee-pee smack.
Because the crate
that was
a
bad.
what?
He said
smack.
a pee-pee
No,
smack.
it's a pee-pee smack to the
I
face.
was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
They're their pee-pees and they're
Wait,
smacking
what?
it in our face.
I mean, the first Battlefield Star Wars, when you pre-ordered, you get that special little like laser gun, and that thing was OP. Like it was like one-shotting people, and that was an unfair advantage for people that pre-ordered the game.
Yeah, but you gotta think about it. It's like on the real, they have to give you a reason to pre-order. You're not gonna be like, I'm gonna pre-order a game just so I can end up like everybody else. You know what I mean?
I mean, give something cosmetic, not something that can like get your KDA
I think
like godlike.
should be discounted. Personally,
pre-order should be discounted.
Let's talk Halo Reach. Let's reach back to Halo Reach real quick. I did it.
I see what you did there.
But did anyone pre-order Halo Reach?
I didn't. I did not.
I did not.
Okay.
I pre-ordered Halo 2.
I'm alone apparently.
Halo 2 was
by yourself.
When you pre-ordered Halo Reach, as we know, Halo Reach was the lord of cosmetics. All they gave you for Halo Reach was, I think, a couple of armor sets or a couple of armor types.
Mm-hmm.
And that was strictly cosmetic. It was strictly just to put you out there and be like, hey, look what I fucking did.
Yeah.
That's back when things were okay.
Yeah,
It's the minute that you cut content off from the rest of the game because you wanted to, cash out on your pre-orders. I was fine with microtransactions back when they were DLC style, and they go, okay, extra chapter. I don't have a number for you because, games. I almost spilled my bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
So they go, you get chapter 13 for $2.99. And you go, okay, I know exactly what I'm paying for. This is exactly what I get, so on and so forth. With the loot boxes and all of that, there's no guarantee. And from an Art of War business tactic style, on their end, that's awesome. They go, okay, this person is probably we'll probably provide them with a list of things they can get. And they're going to look through that list and be like, I want that item. And then they're going to sit there and they're going to spend money until they do or never get that item. And we get all of that money in the process. Business strategy wise, that's amazing.
Oh, very smart.
For the consumer, it's horrific. And it's still going to bite them in the butt in the end. And that completely ruins their business strategy. You're going to get some of the saps that go, well, I'm going to do exactly what I just mentioned. And you're going to get the other people that go, you know what? I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. Well,
it's just going to ruffle a lot of feathers is what it's going to do. And that's what's happening right now on Battlefront.
Yeah.
Ooh, man, those feathers got ruffled.
I'm going to take a statement from somebody in chat. Thank you, Steph Lee. She said, I think that's a supply versus demand argument. Like if you're not making money on selling something, unless it's in demand, and it's the buyer who determines whether or not it's in demand. But you're right. What is the consumer buying, enjoyment or entitlement? That's actually that last bars. That last part was okay. She said, let me just say this back again in Mr. G voice. What is the consumer buying, enjoyment or entitlement? Okay. I mean, what do you guys think? What do you think? I mean, in your case, what are they buying with a whole pre-order? Enjoyment or entitlement? Like BK said, you got that little pistol that killed everybody. Is that enjoyment or entitlement?
In a retail sense, somewhere along the line, this was way before I think either of us were alive. Someone said the customer is always right, and the customer decided to look at that statement, take it, and run 500 miles with it in a Tesla semi-truck. So they went for it and they kept going. They go, well, I'm always right. This is me. I'm the consumer. I'm the one giving you money. I should be able to call the shots. And that in turn is tainted. That has helped, but it's also tainted a lot.
It's corrupted power.
We've ruined it with power-hungry individuals that have nothing else going on in their lives. And they go, well, I think I should get 3 apples for this price, not 2.
Yes.
And I'm the one giving you the money. I think I should have a little more say in what's going on. They've just taken it and run. I think you should give me money for this. I don't think I should be paying for this at all.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That statement, consumers always right. Is just
so we should be buying things for enjoyment. We shouldn't have to once think, well, I bought this. I should have a say in what's going on.
That's true.
I get it. You should be able to give feedback. but it shouldn't be expected that your feedback is taken
listened
into
to.
great account.
Yes, you summed it up. My thoughts perfectly right there. There's no people cross the line, and you summed it up. Like, all because you buy a game, you bought the game. You have enjoyment. You bought the product. That doesn't buy you the right to criticize a game. I mean, you can, but it doesn't buy you a right for them to listen to you. Like I said before, devs listening to the community is a plus. It's a pro given to us by them. We didn't earn it. You know, they gave it to us because they wanted us to feel like we had a voice as a game community. You know. Mm-hmm. And people take that for granted, you know. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of comments like, I bought the Super Founders Pack and got all this stuff and helped with the development and gave it to their what is it called? Their money fund, GoFundMe,
yeah,
and everything. I should have a say on what they put in this and everything. So there's always that mentality. There's always that comment you'll see.
Yeah, but then you have, you know, are you qualified to actually give you your input? You know, do you know how long it takes and how much man hours and how much money it's going to take to fix this bug? Or do you know what's going on infrastructure wise? That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like people should sit down and say to themselves before they post something on Twitter or in social media about a company or a bug. You know, you could easily wish that superpowers, but how do you get those superpowers? Do you get bitten by a bug like, you know, like Spider-Man? Do you get like a toxic waste building like the Hulk? You know what I mean?
Oh my!
That didn't happen. You used gamma radiation during a failed experiment, but yeah.
He's right. Hiro's fucking right.
Come on, bro. Why you gotta do me like that? No, but
that was Daredevil though. He splashed on his eyes.
Yeah, I knew it was somebody.
It was one of those guys.
It was one of those guys. One of those superhero guys out there. But yeah, I think. You know, it needs to change.
Can we touch on superheroes real quick though, and just say that The Punisher was the greatest show that came out?
Oh, bro. Oh,
out of all the Marvel things,
I agree.
Yes, dude, Punisher.
Yes,
greatest thing I've seen in 2017.
Yes, Daredevil was good. Daredevil blew my mind. And then Punisher, when I saw Punisher introduced, I was like, bro, I pray to God this guy kills Daredevil because I want the whole show to be about him.
It's so good.
From the theme to the story, Punisher's amazing so far.
It is amazing. And that guy, what's the actor's name?
Fuck.
Everybody knows him as the Walking Dead guy. That's all.
Shane. His name's Shane.
Shane. I mean, he did Rick dirty. He didn't
know. He didn't know though.
No, but when he came back, he knew, and he's like, "I'm still gonna take your woman."
Yeah, that was.
It was his best friend. But regardless of that, dude is an amazing actor. I think they should make him. I think he's done a great job. I think he earned
John
a movie.
Bernthal, by the way.
Yeah. John Bernthal. I never pictured his name being John. But regardless,
he's a John.
What
did you pick his name?
No, bro.
Punisher. He's Frank Castle. That's
Frank Castle. He just changed his first and last name to Frank Castle.
It was so funny. There was so much backlash when they casted him as the Punisher. They're like, no, he's not gonna fit.
He's fucking perfect.
Oh, he is perfect.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Hey, that's just feedback again, Hiro.
Yeah.
That's just people bitching and not giving actually good feedback.
Oh, that guy didn't do it. I think somebody else, Ryan Reynolds, should do it.
Ryan Reynolds.
Shane's dead. Why is he doing Punisher work now?
I think he's good for Deadpool. I think he's good for Deadpool.
Dude, God, he murders.
Ryan Reynolds did do a good Deadpool. Let's be honest.
But did he do a good Green Lantern?
No, that was horrible. Oh God,
that happened.
Ryan Reynolds did a good Green Lantern. No, Green Lantern did not do a good Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, what? So the movie should have been just Ryan Reynolds and not Green Lantern.
It would have been
the Ryan Reynolds core.
The Ryan Reynolds
fucking
core.
Better.
No, bro. I mean, I could talk about Green Lantern. Okay, as a child, I loved Green Lantern. That was it.
Which Green Lantern? The white one or the black one?
The black one was the original. That's the one I remember.
Because I remember walking to the store one day and I was looking for Christmas presents that I wanted, and I saw the Green Lantern, and I was like, that's the dude, you know. And then I saw Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds, and I was like, happy. Justice League was good. Justice League was good.
The cartoon.
No, it was. It had anything to do about skin color. It was just like, you know, I felt like it had gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
You know. But if anybody else in the ad, let me chat real quick, and then
I didn't know Hiro rapped. Can we discuss this real quick? Like, what's up?
You rap? What's going on, buddy?
Yo, can you link me something? Like,
no.
Here we go. Put him on the spot.
We don't have to do it. We don't have to do it on stream.
I just dabble.
He dabbles. No,
Bro,
he actually he actually raps like lyrical rap, like we talked about Face. Like he likes. I mean, he's actually the one who introduced me to Immortal Technique, Hobson. Yes.
Hobson.
He's good.
Yeah, I don't go like humana mumble. Like I don't rap like that.
Money,
I rap
money,
like
money, cars, money, cars.
Gucci gang.
We'll talk about that after. We're getting off track. But
we got a question right now.
Oh, we do?
Yeah, we got one from Steph. How do you define a good or a quality RPer?
We're gonna talk about here. We go. Okay, what time is it?
I can go in.
How
much time?
Might
start flying here.
Okay, do you guys have to leave soon? Because I mean, I could.
I'm gonna go watch Justice.
But yeah, I'm good here. I want to talk about this. Yeah.
All right, Craig, take it away.
Okay, good quality RPer is someone who plans out their character or doesn't, but as long as they have research behind it or real life experience, somewhere that they have gained their knowledge, they're not just winging it, in my opinion. So let me toot my own oversized robo horn. We have when I do doctor roleplay and stuff.
So good.
People put me on that pedestal because I have the real life knowledge and I do it day to day. So I take that and I throw it into my RP and everyone loves it because it's, it seems it puts them there. It's real for them. So that's what I define as a good quality RPer. I'm not saying, hey, criminal role players go out there and fucking rob a bank, but look it up. Look up bank robberies, see how they did it, see what they got away with, and it's only going to pay back for you. Just saying. That's a good RPer for me. Someone who definitely I skipped a question, I guess, so I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna go up and find it.
I'm looking. When is Craig and Mattia going to get married? I'm gonna keep skipping that question. We're gonna keep doing that. But for me, that's someone who takes the time to research and look up how things happen.
Yeah. I'm gonna put my 2 cents in, probably 5 cents plus 2 more.
And have a good mic.
Yes. Yes, have a good mic. That is a you do not want to blow someone's eardrums out like Gnome did to us the other day running up us at the meeting.
In the middle of a mafia meeting, bro.
Yeah, but my 2 cents is have a good mic. Everybody knows how I role play. Some people like me, some people don't. But I would say
some people don't like you for why?
He's the worst criminal ever.
No, I'm the worst criminal ever. Yeah, it's hard to believe, but I actually am. But no, some people just don't like me for the fact what I did to the character. But we could talk about that, another time. But
I like
the thing is, like, I would definitely say, a good mic and have an open mind. That's what some people don't realize. You don't have to have the coolest, Jamaican voice or an Irish voice, or you don't have to have the coolest accent. Just be open minded. People go into role play expecting, this is how it's going to turn out. This is my storyline. This is what I want. This is how it's going to be. That's where you run into problems. You need to, I make up stories like every other day. You need to be able to adapt your stories. You need to be able to change your stories. Change your stories to different variables that come in. It might not always go down how you pictured, but just be open, always be open. And believe it or not, people talk about other people's role play. If you had a bad interaction, if you power game somebody, you got salty over something, people will listen. People do kind of take stuff. And no matter what anybody says, people do take IRL feelings into game. That happens.
There's no avoiding it.
There's no avoiding that because you are role-playing your character, So unfortunately it happens, but try to keep your feelings out of stay in character, have fun with it. The best exercise for general, I would say, is make a character, or if you already have a character, go into a story and practice your role-playing skills. Practice your story-making skills. Don't go in trying to piggyback off someone else's story. Jump in and say, you know what I'm gonna do? I want to be a blood-sucking giraffe today, or I want to be a vampire today. I don't know, just ideas, and build that story. Include people, just go for it. Or if you're too nervous about that, go meet a new person that you've never met in RP and just get to know them, because that could change your stories, have an open mind.
There's gonna be some fumbling about it as you get comfortable with it, but the more that you do it, the more that you just go, okay, perfect. This is where I want to go. I didn't like this earlier, so we're gonna cut that out. Stuff like that. It's gonna be you train yourself to do it. I find the best opportunity for RP comes when you can let go of your own path and follow someone on theirs until it's time to get back on your own. RP only works if stories intertwine, but people sometimes focus so hard on their own linear story they take RP opportunity away.
Can I ask that? Like, are you on the server with us, Stephanie? 'Cause you need to be.
Val is, yeah.
Yeah, Val. Yeah, she what was her pumpkin spice lattes? Yes, I've seen her on the server. That's her.
Okay.
Val. Yes, yes.
Good.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's perfect, Stephanie. Thank you for that. Like Craig says, like being open-minded goes right back to that. Don't always be, because I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I jump on a server, I'm like, I want this done, and when it doesn't go right, it kind of throws me off. But then you have to adapt. The biggest thing is also to some people. So okay, I'm just gonna throw this out there. We already know what happened. We're gonna talk about it. RP first recently just introduced a new rule. We're gonna talk about this. We're going there. We're gonna talk. We're doing this. We're gonna talk about this respectfully and as best as we can. We're not gonna dog anybody. We're not gonna throw anybody under the bus. So they released a new rule. One of the staples of RP, which is memory loss. When you get downed or unconscious, because there's no killing off another character permadeath allowed without consent from both parties. When you get downed, you forget pretty much a lot of time. Pretty much from when the interaction started to when you went down. So 45 minutes, an hour, something. You think about what happened, who did it, where it happened, pretty much everything. You wake up with a foggy memory, you're going about your day. That is a staple in RP personally for me that I feel, because I've rolled with that for a year or so.
It's been a standard.
It's been a standard in every single server for a reason. Yes. Recently they tried to remove that and said, now you get to remember everything. But before people start getting off and making oohs and ahs and ohs, the fact that they did that was they felt that would increase storylines and makes continuing storylines better. Now I will agree, there needs to be, people need to follow a storyline. If you get down, if you get knocked out, you're not kicked out of the story. But I felt like they did this with all good intentions. Probably wasn't the smartest to do. It kind of rubbed some people the wrong way, me included, because it made no sense to me.
Ditto.
Kind of off that, as a role player, you need to learn you need to be smart. I feel like what they tried to do was giving people the training wheels, saying, hey, holding hands, hey, you don't got to worry about valuing your life. You don't got to worry about, memory loss or forgetting this. You pretty much can remember everything like an elephant, and then you could jump right back in your story.
Yes, like an elephant.
Because that kills it, because for the cops, it goes for them, because they're like, I remember, the person got shot. They're like, hey, by the way, I got shot by Craig. He shot me in the face. Go arrest him. You know what I mean? And that right there is like, what's the point of being a detective? What's the point of even being a cop if everything that happens, people are going to remember?
It opens up too much potential for abuse, for not valuing your life, because that you're going to wake up and remember everything. So you're going to get revenge. Either it's via police or yourself. So you're not valuing what's happening to you. That's one of the biggest things for me. Another thing is, as far as continuing stories, I can give you an example right now, and G was with me when this happened. Me, G, and Vlando wandered into a bunker one day, got into a little shootout, came out.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we actually found it from
we actually did wander.
The taxi guy. We
were trying to.
Fair. I'm a cop.
Okay, but anyways, allegedly, Craig. All right. Anyways, we got killed as coming out by the Vipers. And this is before the new rule. So what did we do as role players? We forgot everything that happened. And a few weeks later, role play continued, and we actually merged with Vipers later on. You know what I mean? So the stories continuing was already there. That wasn't an issue for me, at least. That the stories were already going to continue no matter what, with no, risk of metagaming and things like that. I feel like the rule kind of opens up problems, like metagaming and things like that could come out of it.
I'm going to break it down here. I'm going to challenge you guys to have an open mind. I have my opinions about everything. And they don't agree with the new life rule, but I will break it down. We were worried about detective work being completely ruined. And there were some situations in which it was. Completely. Guy got shot in the mountains, comes down to me, he goes, blah, blah, just shot me up there near the mountains. And I woke up at the hospital. I go, okay, well, time to fucking circulate a warrant on that guy. I have another situation where Heinrich proceeded to not listen to any of my fucking requests when he was under threat. and 3 people masked up. I guess they maybe changed their voices or Heinrich didn't know him, took him out to the lumber mill, shot him, or killed him some other way. I don't know. He remembered everything, but he can only give me what he remembered. So he said, hey, this is what happened. 3 people picked me up outside of my apartment. They were dressed in all black, had motorcycle helmets on. I could see between the gap of their helmets and their clothing and knew they were all pasty white. It was 3 men because none of them had feminine features. There were no boobies. And they picked me up in a black baller and they took me out there like that. And that's how they did it. That being said, I didn't get any IDs. I didn't get anything. And I was forced to still do some role play with detectives. I had to say, okay, who has a baller? Who doesn't have an alibi? Who has a loose alibi? And I now know exactly who did it. 2 of 3 of them. There was still some detective work involved, but overall, the whole thing did feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was like, this still feels very spoon-fed to me.
It feels like there's training wheels and it's rolled right to you. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I don't want RP First to become a server that's like, hey, we want this to be the training server so you can go off to other servers and be great. So we're going to take out some core mechanics that every other RP server has. We're going to say, don't worry about them. So you can worry about them later, when you actually get to those servers.
Another thing that it removed. Oh, I'm sorry, G. I didn't.
No, go. You're good.
Another thing that it removed for me and for our crew that we roll with. Here's an example for you. Let's say we got a guy that's been riding with us for 2 months, but now he's snitching, and we find out in game he's snitching. So we were, previously we were able to handle it in a way as far as breaking ties with that person, and obviously there is no permadeath, so he's not permanently killed. But I mean, everybody gets the idea when we take you and cut a couple fingers off and put a bullet in your head and put you into a coma.
I sewed that finger back on, by the way. Fuck you guys.
I heard that you sewed his finger back on. But I mean, so that helped us with our story and getting rid of a snitch, and it allowed him to continue in whatever way and break ties if need be because of the situation going on. But taking that away from us gives us absolutely no counter role play with it. So now this person remembers everything, no matter what. They have all these. The sky's the limit for them. They can blackmail us. They can keep snitching. They can do this, can do that. What can we really do? Because we can't erase their memory.
Yeah.
It removed it from us completely. It gave us no chance to counter. And that's, to me, is power gaming. If you don't have a chance to role play against something.
It's like reverse power game. Because someone could easily like, no, I'm going to be including your story. I'm going to jump. Well, you could always jump back to someone's story, but no, I'm gonna go right back to this over and over and over and over again.
Yes.
I feel like the rule is a must because even still, you could still like with the old rules, where you forgot pretty much the whole instance. You were knocked unconscious, you have a fog of memory. You could still role play your way back in stories. It's easy, but I feel like with the whole memory loss, it gives you. I feel like it's a plus because it gives you opportunity to either jump back in as is, or you can do it an alternate route. It's like a pause button, Pause button.
Yes.
What do I want to do? Do I want to try to weasel my way back into the group? Do I want to go against them? Do I want to find an alternate route? I feel like it's good.
Same.
Yeah. But yeah, PK, do you have to head out soon?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So
no, I don't play RPs. I can't wait.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I was like, this is gonna go forever. PK looks tired of Hiro. But yeah, guys.
Sorry.
It's.
I didn't want to interrupt you guys.
No,
you
you're
guys
good,
were getting
man.
into it.
I respect you for it.
Yeah, we could talk about this all day. But hey, we kind of got off topic on the podcast, guys. We apologize about that. But we will definitely make this a topic in a future podcast, or we would just make an RP podcast. I don't know, but we'll see. But thank you guys so much for being here today. We had the pleasure of having the one and only FaceLive, aka FaceLive TV, PK, aka Hiro X, and the one and only Craig, aka EsuChiefCraig. You can find all these guys. EsuCraig's on Twitch. FaceLive's on Twitch, and my boy PK, aka Hiro, will be on Twitch soon, and I'm on Twitch. So, everybody say where they can find you, what platforms you're on, other than Twitch. Here, Face.
Oh, okay. Really, I'm not too big on the social media thing. I just now hopped on board because of a lady named Sweetness, who I'm sure is in the chat right now. So add me on Twitter. Be my friend on Twitter, please, because I don't have very many. So look me up on Twitter. I added your boys there. You did?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow you back, baby. I got you.
All right.
Are we doing shameless self promotion?
Yeah, this is a
Shameless,
plug-in.
bro. This is the plug-in. Go for it, man.
Okay. All right.
Oh God.
Oh, here we go.
Hey guys, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at RoboDickDoc. Hey, look, he put it down there. That's awesome.
Wait, what?
Yeah, look, it's underneath my name. It's underneath all of my.
Yeah, I put it. Yeah, it's under everybody's name.
I just look.
No, dude, do your whole intro. Do the whole thing. This is getting good.
Do I have an intro?
Yo, you did the whole voice and stuff.
It's getting erotic. Go ahead.
I'm ready.
You
I'm
want
ready
it
for
to be
this.
erotic? All I know is I'm going to be streaming after this. We're going to be doing cop stuff. You can follow me on Twitter and give me feedback. You can tell me I suck ass.
Damn, that was good, man. That got deep quick.
Wow.
Whoa.
I was hooked and ready to go on a
Do you do
ride.
ASMR videos? Because you should.
I've done an
I'm
audio
just saying,
book.
man. Oh wait, you done an audiobook?
Yeah, you know that erotic book I was reading at my house a couple weeks ago?
He
Did you
wasn't
see that?
there.
I wasn't there. I saw a clip.
I read it. That is somewhere on the internet. I submitted it. It's there. People have listened to it. People have told me it's great. And I don't know where it is now. I looked on the page and I don't see it. So I'm going to have to make a YouTube video.
Can somebody find that for me for research purposes? So
story?
Research
No, the clip. The clip.
Oh, yeah. No problem. It's on my YouTube.
I'll definitely check that out. But I feel like you should have another reading because I missed that one, not going to lie.
I wanted to do them every weekend, but I just didn't find that. Maybe we do it tonight. Who knows?
Maybe we do it tonight.
Maybe
Yeah.
we do it tonight.
Okay. All right, PK, what about you, a.k.a. Hero? What do you got going, man? Where
You
can
can
people find
add
you?
me on the Twitters and the Instagrams, PK Hero 503, and then my Twitch channel that's up and coming is Hero X Gaming 503, and that's about it.
Yes, so he will be streaming one day, guys. So when he goes live, show this boy some love. Check him out. Criticize him.
I'm excited.
Do what you gotta do. Spam his chat. I don't know. But thank you guys for being here, for tuning into the 10th episode of Glitch Out Podcast. I'm actually very happy that we reached episode 10. Episode 10, yeah. We have double digits. We have plenty more episodes to come in, boys. 20, 30, 40, 100. We're going to push the sky's the limit. If you want to be a guest on the podcast, feel free to reach out to me or one of my mods. Also, if you know someone that wants to be a guest or you think someone would be a good guest, hit me up, let me know, and I'll reach out to them. Anybody could be on the show. It's just for us to have a hub. This is a creative hub for us to have conversations, have some fun, and blow off some steam. But that's what it is. But thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great day. And we will see you guys next weekend at 3 p.m. PST Sunday for the 11th episode, boys and girls. But follow on Twitter if you want to be updated on what we were talking about. If you guys have any topics you guys want to submit to us, hit me up or hit one of my mods. Thank you guys so much. Face is winking at the camera. He's saying he loves you guys a lot. Have a great day, guys. Peace.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. If I don't get this chance to say that.
Bye.
Bye.